Have you ever felt a place calling to you from across the world? Not just a destination on a map, but a name that echoes in your mind, stirring your curiosity and imagination. For me, that name was Ouidah, a town whose spirit seemed to reach out long before I ever set foot on its soil. Ouidah is a small town on the coast of Benin, often called the cradle of Voodoo, an ancient spiritual tradition that is the soul of the nation. Its streets are alive with color, history, and the rhythm of daily life. Here, the spiritual and the everyday are woven together so tightly you can't tell where one ends and the other begins. Every moment feels touched by something greater, something unseen yet deeply felt. I arrived with curiosity, wanting to understand Voodoo from the people who live it every day. Not as a mystery, but as a beautiful expression of faith and culture. I wanted to see beyond the myths and stereotypes, to witness the real heartbeat of this place. Ouidah promised a journey into a world where ancestors are honored, nature is sacred, and every drumbeat tells a story. The air itself seems to vibrate with the energy of rituals passed down through centuries. Forget everything you think you know about Voodoo. It's not about dark magic or fear, it's about connection, respect, and the celebration of life's mysteries. Here, it's a vibrant, life-affirming faith about balance, community, and a deep connection to nature. The people of Ouidah live their beliefs openly, inviting others to share in their joy and wisdom. The town itself seems to breathe with this energy. Brightly painted temples beside bustling markets, incense mingling with salty ocean air. Every corner holds a story, every scent and sound a memory. Children's laughter rings through courtyards where sacred ceremonies have been performed for centuries. Their joy is a reminder that tradition and future are always intertwined here. My journey to Ouidah was more than a trip. It was a pilgrimage to connect with a side of the world often misunderstood, yet full of wisdom and grace. I came seeking understanding, and found a place that welcomed me with open arms. I wanted to walk the paths of history, to feel the red earth beneath my feet, and to sense the echoes of those who walked before me. I wanted to hear stories passed down through generations, to listen as elders shared their wisdom with the young, keeping the spirit of Ouidah alive. And I wanted to feel the pulse of a culture that has survived against all odds, a culture that celebrates resilience, unity, and hope. Ouidah, with its rich history and profound spirituality, was waiting. Its story is written in every stone, every song, every smile, and I was ready to listen, to learn, and to be utterly enchanted by its story, a story that continues to unfold with every step I take. The road to Ouidah is a gentle unfolding of Benin's landscape, lush green, tall palms, and the deep red earth stretching ahead. The journey itself feels like a slow exhale, as if the land is inviting you to leave behind the rush of the outside world and step into something timeless. Along the way, villages appear, painted in cheerful colors that seem to glow in the sunlight. Each home tells a story through its vibrant facade, hinting at the warmth and creativity of the people who live here. Life here moves at a different pace, dictated by the sun and seasons. People walk slowly, unhurried, as if time itself is measured differently in this part of the world. As we drew closer, the air thickened with the scent of salt from the Atlantic. A gentle breeze carried the promise of the ocean, mingling with the earthy aroma of the countryside. Ouidah doesn't announce itself with grand monuments, but with quiet charm. Paved roads, sandy lanes, and colonial-era buildings with faded paint. The town's history lingers in every corner, whispering stories of centuries past. My first impression was peace. There's a gentleness you feel immediately, in the smiles, the unhurried pace, and the shade of giant trees that offer cool relief from the sun. Women balance baskets on their heads, their colorful fabrics bright against the dusty roads. Their laughter and conversation fill the air, adding to the sense of community that pulses through the town. The distant sound of drumming is a constant heartbeat, speaking of community and faith. It's a rhythm that seems to connect everyone, echoing through the streets and into the soul of Ouidah. I checked into a simple guest house with a courtyard of hibiscus flowers. The air was fragrant and the space felt like a sanctuary, a place to pause and take in the beauty around me. From my window, I watched children play, their laughter ringing out as they chased each other in the dust. Nearby, elders rested in the shade, their conversations slow and easy, life unfolding in the afternoon heat. Ouidah is not a place you simply see with your eyes. It's a place that invites you to listen, to breathe, to become part of its rhythm. It's a place you feel with your heart, where every encounter leaves a gentle mark on your spirit. I was ready to let its gentle spirit guide me, to open myself to the stories and mysteries that awaited. My adventure had truly begun, and I knew Ouidah would reveal itself slowly, one heartfelt moment at a time. To truly understand Ouidah, you must first understand Voodoo, the lifeblood and heartbeat of this remarkable town. Voodoo is woven into the very fabric of daily life here, shaping not just spiritual beliefs, but also the rhythms of community, art, and tradition. Voodoo is not dark magic, as it is often misunderstood, but a complex, beautiful religion rooted in the ancient kingdom of Dahomey. Its rituals, symbols, and ceremonies are expressions of deep wisdom and reverence for the mysteries of life. At its core is the belief in Maulisa, the supreme creator, both male and female, embodying the universal balance of all things. This duality is reflected in every aspect of Voodoo, reminding followers of the harmony between opposites. People connect with the divine through hundreds of spirits or Vodans, each representing a force of nature or a human endeavor: water, thunder, fertility, wisdom, and more. These spirits are honored and called upon for protection, healing, and guidance. The people of Ouidah live in harmony with these spirits, making offerings and performing rituals for guidance, blessings, and to maintain balance in their lives. These acts are not just religious duties but moments of togetherness and celebration. Voodoo's history is deeply intertwined with Ouidah's painful past as a major port in the transatlantic slave trade. The echoes of that era still linger, shaping the town's collective memory and identity. Enslaved Africans carried their beliefs with them across the ocean, and Voodoo became a source of strength, hope, and identity. It adapted and blended with other traditions, giving rise to new forms of spiritual expression throughout the Americas. Walking through Ouidah today, you see small temples tucked between homes, bustling fetish markets filled with ritual objects, and sacred statues standing watch by the roadside, each a testament to the enduring presence of Voodoo. But most importantly, you see faith alive in the people, a source of joy, unity, and a living connection to ancestors. It is a faith that brings people together across generations in moments of celebration and remembrance. Voodoo is a living, intricate system of belief that has guided generations, shaping values, customs, and the very sense of belonging in Ouidah. It's a privilege to witness its gentle power, to see how it inspires respect for the unseen, and a deep resilience in the face of hardship. Here, faith is not about fear, but about respect, resilience, and the courage to honor one's roots. Ouidah's spirit is inseparable from Voodoo, a living testament to the power of belief, memory, and community. The sacred forest of Kapasi is one of Ouidah's most enchanting places, a living sanctuary where legend and spirituality meet. According to legend, King Kapasi transformed into a tree here to escape his enemies, and that mighty Iroko still stands at the forest's heart. Walking the winding path, I passed sculptures of Voodoo deities: Gu, god of iron; Legba, the trickster at the crossroads. These statues are not decorations but active points of spiritual energy, where people leave offerings and seek blessings. My guide explained the forest is a place of initiation, healing, and judgment, a sacred classroom for Voodoo's secrets. The atmosphere is deeply reverent. Centuries of prayer and ritual linger in the air. Before a statue of Dan, the serpent god, I was reminded that in Voodoo, nothing truly ends, it simply changes form. In the quiet shade of ancient trees, I felt peace and awe. The sacred forest is a testament to belief, where nature and spirituality are one. The drumming in Ouidah is more than music. It's a sacred language, calling spirits to join the living. During Voodoo ceremonies, each drumbeat summons a different deity, and the drummers are masters of this ancient craft. I witnessed a ceremony in a moonlit courtyard, the community dressed in white, chanting and praying as the drumming began. Dancers entered the circle, their movements growing more energetic as the rhythms intensified. The dance is a form of prayer, a way to honor the spirits and sometimes to become a vessel for them. As the drumming reached its peak, some dancers entered a trance, believed to be possessed by a Voodoo. It was deeply spiritual, handled with care and respect. The sense of unity was powerful. Everyone participated, from elders to children. Music and dance are not performances but vital expressions of faith and community. This is how Ouidah connects with its gods and ancestors. Witnessing it was a humbling glimpse into the heart of Voodoo. No journey to Ouidah is complete without walking the slave route, a solemn memorial to a painful history. This 4-kilometer path traces the steps of millions forced from their homes to the waiting ships. The route begins at Chacha Square, passes the Tree of Forgetfulness and the Zomai enclosure, each a marker of suffering and loss. It ends at the Door of No Return, a grand archway facing the Atlantic, where the enslaved took their last steps on African soil. Standing before it, you feel the echoes of the past in the crash of the waves. The monument is both a memorial to loss and a symbol of resilience. It connects Africa to the diaspora, honoring those who survived and carried their culture across the ocean. The Door of No Return is not just an ending but a beginning, a reminder of the unbreakable human spirit. Ouidah's story is one of pain, survival, and enduring strength. What I'll remember most about Ouidah is the warmth of its people. Despite a heavy past, I was met with kindness, openness, and radiant smiles. In the bustling market, women in vibrant fabrics offered fruit and stories, sharing their world with generosity. Community is woven into daily life. Neighbors are like family, elders are respected, and everyone comes together for celebrations. Voodoo teaches solidarity and mutual support, and it's practiced every day. This creates a powerful sense of belonging and security. The people of Ouidah taught me that a place is defined by its spirit, not just its history. Their resilience, joy, and deep connection to faith in each other is a lesson in humanity. The people are Ouidah's living, breathing heart. On my last evening, I returned to the beach where the slave route meets the sea. The sunset painted the sky, and the waves roared, a timeless sound. Sitting near the Door of No Return, I felt peace and connection, not just sorrow. I reflected on the drumming, the sacred dances, and the reverence of the sacred forest. Voodoo here is full of life, wisdom, and grace, a faith that provided strength through hardship. I was grateful to the people of Ouidah for their kindness and openness. My journey had changed me, deepening my understanding and appreciation for the world's diverse ways of finding meaning. As the stars appeared, I knew a part of Ouidah's spirit would stay with me forever. My time in Ouidah is a journey I'll carry in my heart. It's a place that asks you to slow down, listen, and see with new eyes. A town of history, vibrant culture, and spiritual depth. Ouidah's story is one of resilience, faith, and community. I hope I've shared a glimpse of the Ouidah I came to love. A place where the sacred and everyday dance together, and the rhythm of the drum is the rhythm of life. The most beautiful discoveries come when we open our hearts to the unfamiliar. Let the story of Ouidah spark your imagination and build bridges of understanding. The soul of Ouidah is waiting to be discovered, its gentle spirit and embrace you'll never forget.